morning, everyone. We are in Animal Kingdom this morning, which is very exciting because one, Connor's never been here, and two, this is both of our first time back in a park since before COVID. So we're gonna spend the weekend at the parks. I just had traditions yesterday and I don't start training until Monday. So I have a little bit of time off and we're just gonna park hop all weekend. And I'm so excited. Let's take bets on how many times I'm gonna cry because I have a feeling this is gonna be very emotional after not having been here for so long. So let's go. How do you feel?
It's awesome.
We're inside a Disney park. Just saying that is making me cry.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
How long has it been?
It's been a year and a half. Guys, we're used to coming, I mean, my family and I are used to coming like 6 or 7 times a year. Like, this is our place. And when it shut down in COVID, it was just tragic. And it really, you know, hit home that the world was not okay. So the fact that we're here right now and vaccinated and safe and healthy and able to do this is really emotional and I'm very excited. First stop is of course Pandora, and we're not even in the land yet, and that's the back of the line for Flight of Passage. So I think we'll be here for a while, but it's gonna be worth it. Off Flight of Passage. How do you feel?
I cried.
I cried too. It's definitely my favorite ride in Disney. Not only because it's just super cool and like one of the coolest mechanisms ever, but it evokes an emotional response, you know? We are back home from Animal Kingdom now. It is about 2:30 and it has been a very long day so far. Since I last updated you, we did the Navi River ride, which definitely not my favorite ride. It's just, I don't know, it's cool, but it's nothing special. I wouldn't wait more than like 20 to 30 minutes for it, which we didn't. We only waited about 30 minutes. I do think everyone has to do it at least once though, which is why we did it, because like I mentioned earlier, Connor had never been to Disney's Animal Kingdom. And then we went to the safari, which definitely a classic. Always have to do the safari when I go to Animal Kingdom. And it was actually a really good safari. We saw pretty much all of the animals. So here's a tip. The animals like to hide in the middle of the day when it gets really hot because they hide from the sun, so you're less likely to see them. So you should always go on the safari either in the morning before it gets too hot or towards the end of the day before the sun goes down when it starts to cool down a little bit. Those are the best times to go. So then after the safari, we did Festival of the Lion King, which I'm so glad that it is back. It is, I think, maybe my favorite show in all of Disney World, behind the Beauty and the Beast show in Hollywood Studios, because that just has a special place in my heart. But Festival of the Lion King is an incredible show. I cried, Connor cried like 3 times. It's a really, really good show. Have to do that every time I go as well. Then we did Expedition Everest, fun as always. Great roller coaster. If you're into roller coasters, you have to do Expedition Everest. And then we had lunch at the Yak and Yeti counter service. So Yak and Yeti has a counter service and a sit-down restaurant. The sit-down restaurant is one of my favorite restaurants in all of Disney World. So if you're in a sit-down mood, I definitely recommend that restaurant. But we were just looking for something quick, so their quick service is also really good. So we ate there, and then we finished our day in Dino Land, did Dinosaur, which yes, I still get scared of. I held on to Connor the whole time, barely kept my eyes open, but he had a really good time. So that's where we ended our day, and we are back in our apartment now. Like I said, we are gonna park hop, so we are planning to go to Magic Kingdom later, but this is like the biggest pro tip I could give anyone ever when you're visiting Disney World. Skip this part of the day, whether you're park hopping or not. Even if you're staying in one park all day, my best recommendation for how you plan out your day is get there when the park opens, stay till about 1, 2 o'clock, and then leave, because that's not only then going to be the busiest part of the day, but it's also going to be the hottest part of the day. So go back to your hotel, go back to wherever you're staying, take a shower, take a nap, just relax for a little bit, and then around 5 or 6, then head back to the parks. Or if you're park hopping, that's when you should go to your second park and enjoy the rest of the night. The least crowded times at the parks are park opening and park closing. So if you do it that way, you skip the most crowded time, you skip the hottest time, and you get to maximize the less busy times in the park. So we're just gonna relax for a little bit, cool down, take a little break, and I will catch up with you guys later when we're headed to Magic Kingdom. Okay, it's about 5 o'clock now. We took showers, we changed, we took little power naps, and now we're ready to go all night. So we're heading to Magic Kingdom, and I am definitely the most excited to go back to this park. This is my favorite park. We have a lot of memories there. It's where Connor and I got engaged, so it's just a really special place to us. So I'm very, very excited to go back after such a long time. Let's go.
How are you? Good. Enjoy.
Thank you. I'm about to cry so hard.
Really?
Yeah. I'm so emotional. I cannot believe it. We're here. Oh my gosh. Wait till I see the castle, I'm gonna lose it. There she is. I'm still crying. This is so overwhelming. I'm so happy. Yay.
What I said first thing in the morning.
I can't believe it. I'm so happy to be here.
Of course, if you don't return it, you're gonna take
finished going on a couple of our favorite rides. The wait times were actually a lot shorter than they said they were gonna be, so we got done pretty quickly. We're about to grab some food in Fantasyland, and then we're gonna go find a spot for the fireworks. It's about 8:15 now, the fireworks are at 9:15, so we're gonna try to get there a little early, get a good spot, and then when the fireworks are over, we're going to race over to Space Mountain. Even if the line is an hour long, you can get into the ride as long as you are in the line by the time the park closes. So we're gonna do that because Space Mountain usually has a pretty long line, so we save that for the end of the night. And another tip, if you're not interested in seeing the fireworks, that is the best time to go on rides because most people will be at the fireworks, so lines will be really short. And if you do want to watch them like we do, save the long lines for after the fireworks, just get there before park closing time. In our fireworks spot, how do you feel?
Ready to cry.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna cry probably a lot. I'm very excited. How long do we have? Like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too crowded. Usually you can't even walk into the center area when 30 minutes out, and we found a really good spot relatively close. So, we're ready.
Good evening, dreamers of all ages. In just a few minutes, the Magic Kingdom invites you to enjoy our nighttime spectacular, Happily Ever After, presented by...
I'm not okay. Out of the center of the park madness. We're running to Space Mountain to get one last ride in. I'm still teary. I literally cried the entire fireworks. I'm just so grateful to be here and healthy after the craziest year and a half ever. It's been a great day. We just went on Space Mountain. It is about 10:30 now. The park closed around 10. And we are heading home. There's the castle. Can't really see it. Fantastic. It has been a long day. A very fun day, but a very long day. What was your favorite part of the day?
I would say the Lion King show. Just seeing an actual like show again was really nice, and it's a glimpse of normalcy. It's really nice.
That's very sweet. Happily Ever After definitely takes the cake for me. It's usually my favorite thing in Disney, and just getting to see it. I don't think I mentioned this. Fireworks just came back to Disney World like 2 weeks ago, so they're still fairly new. And just again, getting to see it after it was gone for 472 days. And just the insane year we've had. It was just really emotional and beautiful and wonderful. And just the perfect end to a really awesome day. We have another long day coming up tomorrow. We're gonna start our day at Hollywood Studios and then hopefully make it to Epcot. So we're gonna be getting up early to get that Rise of the Resistance boarding group. So we're going home to get some sleep. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Bye. We are walking into Hollywood Studios. We did not get a Rise of the Resistance boarding group despite being up at 7 a.m. and clicking right away. So we're gonna have to try again at 1 p.m. But until then, we're gonna enjoy all of Galaxy's Edge. Connor's never seen it and he's a huge Star Wars fan. So we're gonna see what we can get done until 1 p.m. and then hopefully get that boarding group. This is what the park looks like 20 minutes before it's even supposed to be open. So many people. I think we're all heading to the same place. We're gonna try to get on Millennium Falcon first thing because I imagine it's just gonna get worse throughout the day. So we'll see what we can get. There's the Chinese theater. Also, neither of us have done Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is in there. So we're excited to do that today. And yeah, I'm pumped to be here. In line, that is one of the entrances to Galaxy's Edge. We're backed up all the way almost to Toy Story Land, which is right back there. How you feeling? Look at that pure joy. just got off of Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. We had a lot of fun. Connor really liked it. It was very cute. I personally like that ride better than Rise of the Resistance. I've only done Rise of the Resistance once. I'm not gonna give away any spoilers because I know there are a lot of people out there who still haven't done it, but personally, it didn't evoke emotion for me in the way that a lot of Disney rides do. Whether it's an excited emotion, a sad one, doesn't really matter. I just kind of felt like I was going through it. I didn't feel super involved. And in Millennium Falcon, if you've been on it, you know you're super involved in everything that happens. So I personally like that one better. I'm really glad we got to do it this morning. It's not even an hour past park opening and everything has a super long line. So we're just gonna walk around near here, Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land, the stuff on this side of the park, and we're just gonna have to wait in some lines, and that's the deal this morning. It's really unavoidable at this point. This park is super, super full, and it has been for the past couple years since Galaxy's Edge opened, and Toy Story Land before that. So this is just a really busy park and it's really unavoidable, honestly. So my advice for this park is just get here in the morning and expect to have to wait, and just enjoy the time, enjoy the wait, enjoy the ambiance, enjoy those interactive queues, and smile through it all. I think we're gonna head over to Star Tours now. That's actually one of the shortest waits in the park, probably because it's one of the oldest attractions in the park. So a lot of people have already done it and they're not necessarily rushing to do it first thing in the morning. So we're gonna head there next. Saw the Pixar Pals Cavalcade. It was so nice to see friends, right? Yes. They're not really doing parades anymore. They're just doing these small little cavalcades now since COVID. So that was the first one that we've gotten to see this weekend. So it was really fun to see friends. Made me really happy. Now we're gonna go do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yes.
We're gonna do that. Neither of us have done it. It's gonna be my first time. I'm a great movie ride stan myself, so I might be a little biased. So we'll see how I feel about it. Lunch now, docking bay 7. Connor's got the chicken tip yip and mac and cheese. How is it? And I have a Ronto wrap for the first time. It is really, really good. Definitely get the Ronto wrap. We just saw Chewbacca. How do you feel?
Great, as always.
Chewbacca's one of Connor's favorites. And we got a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance. So it is a little bit of a higher number, so I guess there's technically a chance that they don't make it to our boarding group today, but we think that they will. So we have a boarding group, we're super excited, and we're gonna head into Toy Story Land now and do Toy Story Mania. not get that high though. How does it feel to be beat?
You know, I'm used to it.
I know. Minnie! Her car is so cute. Thank you. So hot. We just got off the Tower of Terror.
So sweaty.
I'm so sweaty. It was so fun, but the line was horrible. It was like 90% outdoors and in the sun, and it was probably about like an hour long, so we're a little beat. We're about 10 boarding groups away from our Rise of the Resistance boarding group. So we just caught the Mickey and Friends motorcade on our way out, and I think now we're just gonna head to, on our way out of the ride, not out of the park. I think we're gonna head to One Man's Dream, the Walt Disney story and little movie thing that's indoors, and just relax and cool down for a little bit while we wait for our Rise of the Resistance boarding group. Just finished Rise of the Resistance. How do you feel?
I think it's the coolest ride Disney has to offer in the terms of like just how immersive it is, and being the huge Star Wars fan that I am, it was perfect.
I'm glad you feel that way. I did like it a lot better the second time, and it's not that I dislike the ride. It is very, very cool. I'm gonna try not to give any spoilers. It just, like I said earlier, doesn't evoke an emotional response from me, but that does not take away from how, like you said, like the technology is amazing, the ride vehicle is amazing, the journey it takes you on, the pre-show, everything. It's still very, very cool. And I think it was just really hyped up to me the first time. So now that I knew what to expect, I had a lot more fun the second time. I also never talked about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I did have fun. It is very cute. We did have to wait in the sun for a very long time, which kind of dampened the experience. And as much as I enjoyed it, I do miss the Great Movie Ride. I have to say, I'm a sucker for the classics. But it was fun. I still think it's something that people should do. And we are headed out of Hollywood Studios now, and we are going to go to Epcot. It's almost 6 o'clock. So we're gonna be there, I think it closes at 10, so we have a good couple hours, and we'll see what we can get done. I'm so tired. My brain is not working. We are home from Epcot now after we did our one lap around the world showcase and grabbed a couple things from the Food and Wine Festival for dinner. We were just absolutely exhausted and just decided to come home. I know I gave you guys the tip yesterday of taking the mid-afternoon hot busy portion off from the parks, but we did not do that today. Because of our late boarding group for Rise of the Resistance, we ended up being in Hollywood Studios through that really hot afternoon portion, which just totally wiped us out. And then we still wanted to go to Epcot, so we went straight over there and we just couldn't make it, which is why I tell you guys to take the afternoon off so that you can make it to the park closing the fireworks and all that fun stuff, because if not, you're gonna look and feel like this. I'm still glad we went though. Food and Wine Festival is one of my favorite things that Disney World does. I am such a foodie. And side note, I think I want to do like a mini series on this channel where I do a couple episodes of going into Epcot to the Food and Wine Festival and trying different things and reviewing them for you guys. That sounds like a lot of fun, so let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in something like that. So yes, I'm still glad we went, because guys, now I have officially been back to all 4 Disney parks for the first time since before COVID, and my heart just feels complete. I could not think of a better way to ring in my first week of work at the Disney College program, and I'm so glad that you guys came along with me. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part was of the weekend and what you're excited to see next. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a brand new video. I'm so exhausted, I can't feel my feet, and that is a sign of a successful Disney weekend. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.